And here we are. Oh, and my camera's stuttering for some reason. Let's see. What's going on? Is something going on I don't know about? I don't know. Well, all right. Guess it's just going to have to stutter until it gets sorted out. And maybe it won't. That happens too. Let's see. No, let's see. What happens if? Hmm. This is interesting. Every night's a new thing. See what happens if I switch cameras for a second. Let's see. Oh, yeah, that camera's not good. And it's stuttering a little bit too. Not bad though, but I think I'll go with the other one. I think I like the other camera better. And let's see. That's only stuttering a little bit now, so I guess problem solved. All right. Yo, let's see. Who's here? Who is here? Lisa Lou Who. Oh, I love that username. She of Whoville. Jessica, good to see you. Let's see. Wait, what is this? Oh, GATOR, which I guess means gator. Put T flag, R flag, U flag, M flag, P, 2028. Oh, so you're un-American, huh? You don't believe in the Constitution. What are the odds that come 2028, MAGA hats are going to be echoing the sentiments of Donnie Dump when he says, well, I didn't have two in a row. The Constitution means two in a row. Oh, man. But if that becomes the argument, then I guess Barack Obama will just have to jump in and crush him. Oh, imagine Dump against Obama. And they actually counted all the real votes. That would be wild. That would be wild. Anyway, what is today? Oh, today is Tuesday, April 28th, right? Yep. 2026. And this is Yoddah Live. And I am Yoddah, spelled Yodddah, because film studios are litigious. And I don't want to get sued, baby. Although I'm ready for it. They would not win in court if they sued me. I am guaranteed of this. Because I've got an ace in the hole. Okay, so, things are happening. Donnie Dump is losing support left and right. A lot of his, social media advocates are really, really pissed off and just turning their backs on him. And I love it. But before we get to all of that, and probably much, much more, let's play some music. I am in the mood for rock. And I chose a band with a very faithful following, but not hugely well known. But this band is called Mastodon. That's right. Like the ancient elephant, Mastodon. And this is Steam Breather. Whoa, I am bailing on that. Something's going on. Maybe it was the browser I was using. Who knows? Anyway, let's go back to the other camera. I like that camera better. Anything? Oh, this camera's still frozen. Interesting. Is it frozen over here? Let's see if I stop that camera and start it up again. Let's see. Did that help? Well, maybe. Okay. All right. So, obviously some tech stuff. I think it's one of those things where I might have to reboot the computer before I go live. I don't know. I never used to have to, but where is he losing support? He's stronger than ever. He's losing support in a lot of places. Jessica has requested up. Danny, I am inviting you up if Studio will just cooperate with me. There we go. What's up, Jessica?
Oh, you know.
Yeah. Am I frozen on the screen or lagging or something?
You are. You
Yeah,
are.
okay.
Yes, you're frozen on the screen.
It's just a fucking thing that's going to happen. At least you can hear me, so that's something.
Yeah.
So the reason I could have picked a dozen different topics today, but just, I just love the fact that a lot of his social media support is evaporating. It's he's just got the people that have been supporting him for years, and they're just tired of the nonsense, and for various reasons they're leaving. And the MAGA hats, of course, are like, oh, he's stronger than ever, and I don't see it. Of course you don't see it, because the only thing you see is what Daddy Donnie tells you. But anyway, let's say hello to Danny first. Hello, Danny. What's going on?
Oh, just another day in paradise.
You stole my line. Damn. Well, good. I'm glad to hear that. Gibby, am I reading that correctly? Yes, Gibby says he's losing everywhere. It seems to be the case. So Jessica, what do you think about that?
I think it's about motherfucking time.
There's that. Yeah.
Oh god, there's so much. So of course, the ballroom's being funded by private donors. Well, now Lindsey Graham just introduced a bill proposing $400 million of taxpayer dollars be spent on the ballroom.
What a shock.
Right. So shocking. There's so much. The U.S. State Department has now started directing embassies to deny visas to anyone who states that they are afraid to return to their home country because apparently there's, and I quote, too many asylum seekers. And so they're wanting to cut back on the amount of people seeking asylum in the United States. So we're just going to start denying them their visas if they say they're afraid to go home. Basically because, then they couldn't deport them at,
Wait a second, though. Oh, so yeah, I mean, that's quite a pretzel logic kind of twist here, because isn't the whole point of asylum that you're afraid of the country that you live in?
Yeah. Yes, there's too many asylum seekers apparently, so we're just not going to grant them their visas and allow them asylum in the first place.
Yeah.
That's but genius. If they want to come here, they can come here. They just can't do so under the umbrella of asylum, because then we couldn't deport them, is basically what it boils down to. What else? Oh, yeah.
Which is not even true.
Yeah. The official White House page, because, King Charles came and addressed Congress this morning, or this afternoon, whatever it was. I can't remember what time it was. I watched the whole thing. It was actually phenomenal. I highly recommend you watch that. He actually legitimately called out Congress and Trump in a very artful way. I do recommend watching that.
I'm sorry. I've lost concentration for a second because Trev made two ridiculous comments. The second one being outrageously ridiculous. He says, "I hear your people," he meant you people, "talking about the millions. What about the billions that Biden let in? So you believe that America is now inhabited by billions of people, Trev? That's what
I
you
think
really
he's
think
talking about the money. I think he's talking about the money.
that Biden let
Talking
in?
because he's fucking dumb.
That would be bad to let in money?
Let's see what else. Oh, yeah. So King Charles came and made that address, and then of course there was a photo op with him and Trump at some point. So the official White House page posted a photo of Trump and King Charles and tagged it "Two Kings with a Crown."
Of course. Of course.
But no kings in the US, right, guys? Oh, I'm so fucking done. God damn it.
I remember I used to love Mad TV. Very often I preferred it. As a matter of fact, I think the second so Mad TV started 12 and Saturday Night Live started at 11:30, and at 12 SNL would lose viewers and Mad TV's ratings were higher after 12 than SNL's. So it was a very popular show. As a matter of fact, that's where we get Key and Peele from. They met on that show. There was this character played by an actor named Michael McDonald, not to be confused with the singer. But Michael McDonald played this hyper 5-year-old. And he was a typical hyper 5-year-old. He was like, "Look at me. See me do this. Look, I can do this." Right? No matter, like, he couldn't stand the focus being off him. If adults were talking for more than 10 seconds, he had to pull the focus. And this is very much what Donnie reminds me of. To have to glom onto another country's absurd system of, like, the king and the queen, the whole royal family means nothing in England as far as policy and shit like that. It's very ceremonial. The only claim to fame that the royal family has is being outrageously wealthy landowners. Okay. Other than that, they're just inbreds, you know?
Yeah. But I'm not a fan of the king, but I did really like the speech that he gave. I did.
And those two can be true. So Trev says, "Sorry, I'm not trying to annoy anyone, simply pointing out America is an extremely big country." So, I don't know what he's talking about at this point. Some people are saying he's talking about money. It sounds like he was talking about immigrants to me. I have no idea. I don't know. I don't know what he's talking about.
I have no idea. Whatever. I'm just not. I don't have the fucking energy for it today. I have been just elbow fucking deep in legislation, and we've started our fiscal session, in my line of work, and so I've been looking at numbers and budgets and budget proposals all fucking day, and then I had two, not just mine, but two extra 7-year-olds running around my house today because I had to take them to baseball practice since their moms couldn't take them today. And then I had baseball practice, and then I had the two 7-year-olds over at my house on top of my son. And oh my God, have you ever been surrounded by 3 7-year-old boys just wilding out?
Not in any meaningful way outside of, like, maybe a park or something like that, but no, not in my house where I was responsible for them. No.
Yeah, baseball practice had to let out early because the thunderstorm, so I couldn't just send them outside to play, so they were in my house.
Trey, I'm not trying to be rude to you at all, but I honestly have no idea what you're talking about. I've read every comment that you've made, and I really don't know what you're saying. What are you referring to? I mean, it's not my kind, by the way. I don't know what that means. Bit of both, to be honest. LOL. I respect everyone's opinion. What the hell's
No
going
idea.
on? Anyway,
No idea.
Danny, what's on your mind this evening?
Well,
Yeah.
I said yesterday that that they're going to ask for money, and,
Mhm.
and the Republicans are going to ask for money for the ballroom when they're screaming about the national debt and all the other crap. And what Jessica was right on.
You
Oh,
called it.
yep. Donnie Dump's lapdog up there in the Senate. Um, the little bitch she is asked for $400 million. Was that what it was, Jessica?
Yep.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
So I hate to be right, but I called it. So
You know, Dump is like the easiest guy to see through. Like, there's no artifice there. It's everything he does is just like, oh, is it about money or is it about power? That's all you got to figure out with him. He doesn't, there's nothing clever about the dude. You know what I mean? Someone's trying to get up. Let me take a look. Everything is moving slowly this evening. I don't know what the hell that's
I
about.
think
Oh,
it's
they
TikTok.
left. Could be. Could be a bunch of things. I'm on a Windows computer, which I default to whenever there's a problem. Sometimes TikTok messes up, but most of the time Windows messes up. I'm one of these days, if I can justify it, I'm going to switch to Mac for anything audiovisual related. Recording is better on a Mac from everything that I've seen. Editing video is better on a Mac. Editing audio is better on a Mac. So just for that, and this kind of stuff, I think I might switch.
So you saw that James Comey was indicted. They have a warrant out for his arrest. He so-called threatened the president of the United States.
Yeah, because he put 8645 or something like that.
40 something like that in the sand.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, look, this is the Mad King syndrome. This is why the founders left England, is because you had a psychopath running England that was just paranoid and could walk down the street and say off with his head, and then that would be that. And it's the same thing, except with due process, sort of. It is obviously not a real threat. It's not a threat at all, frankly. It's a thing that so many people have posted. 86 means to get rid of, and that's it. It doesn't mean end their life. It doesn't mean harm them. It means get rid of them. And first of all, an indictment in a corrupt administration doesn't mean anything, because they've brought a lot of people to court, but they always lose. Right? They've lost constantly since 2020, or really 2021. Dump has lost in almost every court case. Whether he's the defendant, whether he's the plaintiff, whether it's civil court, whether it's criminal court, he just keeps losing. And this administration has done no better. They have brought people to court, and the judge is like, what is this shit? They have no evidence. They have no nothing. The old saying is that a grand jury will indict a ham sandwich, right? That's just a thing.
That's true.
That, that lawyers and police officers say. But, so, okay, you got an indictment, but what's it going to amount to? Oh, Your Honor, we think this was threatening. And Comey's going to say, no, it wasn't. And Comey's actually a good lawyer. So, hold on. I love when these MAGA hats come up and they go, wrong again. Papa Rick, wrong again. Look at LED. He writes, "What is Trump losing of?" What is
They
Trump
try so
losing
hard, don't
of?
they?
Like, oh my God.
There's entirely too many GEDers in there.
Jacqueline says, but he's still president with no consequences. And are you proud of that, Jacqueline? Are you glad that he's still president? I'm not sure which side of the road you're on with that one. You didn't vote for him. Okay. That's something. Bob Trent says only in your socialist dreams. And what are socialist dreams, Bob?
Define
Yeah, that'd be
socialism.
interesting.
What the fuck is a socialist dream? Do you know that the fact that you're on TikTok right now is the result of socialism? Do you know that paying taxes is socialist? Did you know that, Bob? Or, and I'm going out on a limb here with your only in your socialist dreams comment, you don't really know what socialism is, do you, Bob? You really don't.
They
You
And
never
really
he's
do.
don't.
paying into it every month into Social Security socialism.
Yep.
Also, LED. Just so you know, the guy who introduced TDS, right? Within a week of him, actually, I think it was like the day after or 2 days after he introduced and proposed that TDS be recognized, he was arrested for soliciting a minor. So every time you use that nice little term, TDS, just know that that's the kind of person you're supporting. You support
Nice.
P3DOs, but we already knew that from your vote.
Oh, LED. That's a shame. Joseph Devolier, I think that's, or Devolier, maybe, is how it's spelled, pronounced. Democrats are worst, not the worst. Democrats only cares about illegals. Ooh, having a little trouble writing in English, huh? Maybe you're French, because that name does sound like it might be French. So it's possible English is not your first language. Looks like
First
two people are
language.
trying to come up. What'd you say, Danny?
It's not his first language. I could tell that with the writing that he's saying.
Well, I don't know, man. I've seen a lot of MAGA hats write like that. I'm only guessing that because of the last name. Jones is coming up. Oops. Damn it. I didn't want to do that. And shit. Except Jones, you might be muted. That happened accidentally. Oh, there you go. You unmuted yourself.
I
Good
got
man.
it off mute.
Good man. And this other person obviously came up accidentally. How you doing this evening, Jones?
I'm doing pretty well.
Oh, I was right. It is
You know,
French. God damn it, I'm good with last names. Go ahead, Jones. You're doing pretty well.
well, I just came in on the socialism and all that. Let's talk about you don't pay for your firemen to come and put out your fire.
The
You
list
don't
is very
pay the
long.
garbage men. What?
The list is extremely long of the socialist functions in America.
Yeah, I mean,
Even
I'm just
taxes.
saying.
People don't think about that, but taxes are socialist. Taxes is a big pool of money, right? And it is used to provide services to everyone in America, theoretically. Not anymore, not under this administration, but it used to be. LED says 2 years left, relax. Yeah, no. Is that what you were saying when Biden was in office, LED? I'm just curious. Was that what you were saying when Obama ran the table for 8 years? I bet not.
Can I reply really quick? Because Joseph keeps saying literally over and over, like we didn't see it the first 20,000 fucking times he wrote it. The Democrats only care about illegals. Tell me something, Joseph. If the Democrats only cared about illegals, how is it that we, the Democrats, are the ones who managed to somehow get you better infrastructure, better budgeting? How is it that we also managed to get Medicaid and Medicare and workplace safety regulations and child labor laws and a whole other list of shit if we only cared about illegals? All of those things I listed were accomplished by the Democrats. Gee, I guess they do care about other things too.
And that's not even a
Seeing
comprehensive
as they're
list.
also the yeah, that's not even a full list. That's just a tiny snapshot of it. But by all means, yeah, totally only the illegals, right? Go fuck yourself.
LED says I voted for Biden. Good for you. Okay. And did you vote for Dump too? Because if you did, I don't really care.
At some point, you're probably going to get a warning for me. I don't have the energy to be patient or nice tonight, so just a heads up.
Well, you got to have plans. It's important.
Yeah,
Oh man. Yeah, these people
And,
just
and if
they
he's
don't
so
know how to
concerned, I'm
communicate
sorry.
at all. I'm sorry. What were you saying?
If he was so concerned about illegals, Trump's grandfather came here illegally to
there
avoid
is
a
that.
draft, which is kind of funny since his grandson is putting us into a war.
That's also
Hey,
why he lost
LED,
his
we're not
citizenship.
talking about the elections. What the fuck is wrong with you? Like, are you actually capable of hearing and understanding what we're discussing? No one was talking about the elections. Wait, I want to hear. I want to read this Patriots writing. Patty Mojica or Mojica. Let's see. I hope it's not Mojica because that would make you Spanish. I stand with our president, Donald J. Trump, and I pray for his family's safety and our first lady. Oh, that's beautiful. Okay, LED, here's the thing. If you don't like what we're talking about, let me extend a gracious invitation to you to fuck right off. Okay? I am not going to stop talking about what I'm talking about just because you don't like it. I don't give a fuck about you or your opinion of my show. So instead of whining like a little child, get the fuck out of here. There you go. Billy Bob Jack says, stop moving the goalposts. Who knows what the fuck that means. Margaret says, Dump's not losing support with an exclamation point, so it must be true because she put an exclamation point at the end of it. That's it, folks. I was wrong. I said Dump was losing support because I saw all these posts from his former supporters telling him, talking about how he doesn't have their support anymore, but he's not losing support. Of course, his numbers are in the tank, but he's not losing support. Nothing that's empirical data is valid. Just your feelings are valid, right? The facts over feelings crowd. Patty, I gotta say that was a pathetic little proclamation you made. I stand with our president, Donald J.
Why do they always have to say his whole fucking name? Do you notice that?
Because they're simps. That's what it's about. They're cultists and they're simps. They just swing on his fucking sack constantly.
Yeah.
Wait, she's saying more. Hold on a second. Because he's the best, Donald J. Trump is the best.
Yeah, because facts and statistics totally agree with that, right? They don't, by the way, PSA, facts and statistics and actual legislation don't agree with that. The actual numbers don't agree.
Oh, Patty's leaving.
More successful as anything.
Patty's leaving.
God, what a loss.
What a loss.
Whatever
to this.
will I do?
I mean, what kind of discourse can we possibly have without Patty's amazing input?
Thank you, Patty. Thank you for the wit, the wisdom, and the wonder.
Arabelle says, fact is he won big. No, he didn't.
Less than 2%.
He didn't win by a majority. That's not winning big. He won by a tiny margin. What's wrong with these people? Why don't they understand how fucking facts and numbers work? The beauty of math is it's consistent. It never changes. They've already counted. We know the margin that he won by, and it was tiny. Wow.
And didn't he lose the popular vote in the first time he won?
Yeah, I
Yes.
also want to point out that even with that tiny margin, that's also with over a third of the voting population not even showing up to vote.
Yeah. Arabelle says, I remember when Kamala was running, you said she was going to win. How did that work out? Wow, that is such a gotcha question. Oh, you cut right to the core of me with that one. I mean, you're only a year and a half late with that question, but how did it work out? A sociopath got into office. That's how it worked out. So you must be very proud.
Yeah.
Yoda, looking at your the words you have above your title thing. I think it's time for Trump to get a better bra if he's losing support.
Okay, that's a swing and a miss, but all right.
I got it.
I'm just saying.
We know. Oh,
Yeah, I know.
Can I tell you? Can I tell you that one of my pet peeves is the phrase "I'm just saying." I've never understood what the fuck that meant. What does that mean exactly? I'm just saying.
If it's used in a New York sense, it's sarcasm.
For what?
Basically, you're throwing it back at them, and like where they go, well, I'm just saying, and then you come back with, all right, now I'm just saying.
Got it. That means nothing. I was right. Okay. You're supposed to be a grown man.
Yeah, it's just like
I use the term man loosely. Oh, Al H. Wow, you're a ruffian, aren't you? You use the term man loosely because I'm sure you have no idea what a man is supposed to be. Damn, 3 people talking to themselves, boring. Well, what do you propose?
Well, then fuck
Telepathy?
off.
Like, how are we supposed to communicate? Is this your first time on TikTok Live? Do you not know that this is how it works? People talk to each other? Oh, thank you, Lisa. I appreciate it. Lisa says, I'm listening. I appreciate that. Hey, listen, if I were here all alone, like literally all alone, not even one person watching, I could continue this conversation. And there are TikTok live shows that it's just one person talking. Professor X does it all the time, where he doesn't have guests up until maybe the very end, but he'll spend an hour just talking and no one interacting except for the comments. But I've seen a bunch of live shows that are just one person talking, but sometimes there's 8 people on the panel, sometimes there's 3. Like what? Pointing out that there's 3 people talking, again, that's like a 5-year-old's logic. Look, there's 3 people talking to each other. Yeah, we know.
I think we can count.
Although she can't because it's 4 people talking, but let's not get
Well,
into the details.
Let's not math confuse the situation.
Boyd says we're too busy winning. Then what the fuck are you doing here, loser?
Yeah, get the fuck out of here.
What? No, I want to know specifically. Tell me specifically, Boyd. What exactly are you winning? Tell me.
That's a great question by Jessica. Please list out the long list of things that you've won because Dump is in office. If you get past 2, I'll be amazed, and neither one of those 2 will actually answer the question. Because the first thing you're going to say is immigration, right? Which means nothing. And then you're going to make up another one.
Look at that big statement Apple made there. Ain't that impressive? That big statement?
No.
All those hearts and whatever,
MAGA
and
forever. Well,
hey,
if you're making America great forever, then that means it's never going to be great.
Yeah, pretty much.
Let's see. Let's list out all the wonderful things Biden accomplished. No, let's list out the accomplishments of the president that's in office now. Although, if we do list out the things that Biden accomplished, you're going to feel like an idiot because he did 10 times more than Trump has ever done, including his first term. Okay.
Let's think about it.
Boyd says we're not making up foreign interference hoaxes, so that's 0 for 1. We said, what did Dump do? Where's all the winning? Where's all the winning? And by the way, that wasn't a hoax. It was proven to be true.
But also, that's his statement in and of itself is incorrect, because like 3 different times now, Trump has blamed China for something. For like, let's see, some of the special elections that have been won that flipped seats from red to blue. Oh, that was due to Chinese interference. So like that automatically, it's not even true.
Someone
anyways.
else said Trump has built the border wall. No, he hasn't. Hot Rod says, you're dreaming, big guy. No, I'm not, little boy. You just don't know what's going on. Trump has deported 3+ million criminals. No, he hasn't.
Did they say 300 million?
No, 3 million. It's not even,
3 million.
it's basically a couple 100,000, I think.
Yeah, also, like, no, the 3 million, 3+ million is what Obama did. Good try, though.
No, not a silly lib. You know, you're just a silly human. What did Joe break? What did Joe Biden break? Go ahead. Give me the list. Give me the list of what Joe Biden broke. I know you can't, by the way. I know you're not going to answer my question because you're Riri, okay? You have no clue about reality. If you say that Biden broke shit, go ahead. Give me the long list of what Biden broke and tell me exactly how Dump fixed it. Please. I'm waiting. Take as much time as you need. Go look it up somewhere. You're not going to come up with anything.
I really want to just, what exactly is it? Seriously, like, I know I said this before, but like, what exactly are these people fucking winning? Let's see. He said he was going to get you lower grocery prices. That didn't fucking happen. Lower gas prices. Clearly that didn't fucking happen. No new wars. Also didn't fucking happen. Hillary Clinton in jail. That didn't happen. The E-files released and all the P3DOs rounded up. That didn't fucking happen. Lower debt. That didn't happen. I could go on and on.
Yeah. And Hot Rod, look. Oh, Hot Rod is whining already. There's no discourse here. You're obviously correct on everything. You could have taken the time to make your list, Hot Rod, but you didn't. You didn't. You whined instead like a little boy. That's what you did.
Oh my god, Arabelle, you're fucking dumb. All of the equipment, he the 13th unalive military people hanging from the planes left in Afghanistan. Couple of
going way back.
Yeah, a couple of problems with that. The whole planes left in Afghanistan happened in a completely different administration from the 13 unalived ones. That happened in 2 totally different administrations. You can't even get your fucking timelines right. You're not even worth my goddamn time anymore. And there's my restriction.
Boy,
I told you I was going to get one.
Yeah. All right, we'll see you in a few. Boyd, you're still not making any lists. All of you up here are telling us that we're wrong, that Dump has done so many amazing things, and yet every time we ask you to list them out, you don't. You deflect, you run, you hide, you obfuscate, you lie. You're all just whiny little babies. Whiny little babies. Okay? Because why are you typing anything but the answer to the question? If you're so confident that Dump has done so much and Biden ruined the country or whatever the fuck else you make up about reality, then why don't you just list it? Just list it out. It's easy to do. You know, I can list out things that Biden did. I can list out things that he did right and wrong because I'm, a smart person, right? I can list out things that Obama did right and wrong. It's easy to do. If you really believe in what you're saying, you'd be able to do it with no problem. Not enough lists. Look at the excuse. Not enough room to list all of them. List 2. Go ahead, Hot Rod. List 2. List 1. You don't have anything. That's why you keep whining, and that's why you keep avoiding the question. That's pathetic. That is so pathetic. God damn it.
Yoda, I think he's waiting for his Doge check.
Oh no, you didn't get your Doge check yet? First it was
No, I
2,000, then it
didn't.
was 5,000. Oh
Yeah,
no. What happened to the Doge check, do you think?
I don't know.
And look, Hot Rod is still not answering the question. You will never admit to anything that Biden did wrong. Here it is. I don't like that Biden maintained some of Trump's tariffs. There, I did what you said I wouldn't do. So you're still being a little boy. You're still avoiding the question because you know you don't have anything. You know you don't have anything.
I can give him one, but it was because of the former president. The whole Afghanistan evacuation was badly
Yeah,
handled,
who
but
made that deal?
he was given the short runway. So maybe if he wasn't given such a short runway, he might have gotten more done.
First of all, withdrawing at any time in history has always been a disaster. Anytime America has withdrawn from a country that it was embattled with, it was always a disaster. Okay? That's just the way it works. There's no graceful way of doing it. But who is the one that negotiated all of that? Who released 5,000 prisoners that all became the opposition when they got back to the Middle East? That was Donnie Dump. That was his negotiation, quote unquote negotiation. No, Biden did not make that deal. Biden did absolutely not make that deal. That was Donnie Dump that made that deal. You're just lying now. You're just absolutely lying now. But this is what I expect. This is what I expect. Arabelle, you Dems have been crying about Dump for 10 years now. No one's crying. Apparently, you don't understand human emotions. There's literally no one up here crying. But if I were to cry about Dump, I'd be justified. What's your justification for supporting a PDF file convict? Is that what you're about, Arabelle? You like supporting convicted felons for the most important job on the planet? You like supporting PDF files? That's what your thing is? Sizzle for me says, Democrats are the party of violence, hate, racism, and fraud. If that isn't a projection, I don't know what is.
Yoda, do you think when they're yelling at us, they're looking in the mirror?
Look. Hot Rod says no evidence of PDF. Holy shit, Hot Rod. You are a sack rider supreme. You are in love with Donnie Dump. I get it now. Like a 5-year-old, you can't insult his daddy. If you say mean things about his daddy, he gets upset. I get it. Boyd, you got nothing, dude. You got nothing. All of you have had ample opportunity. The reason why you said no evidence of the PDF is because you still can't answer my question about what Donnie Dump has done so great for America. Okay? You have not listed one thing. You've deferred back to Biden. You've called me names. You've said whatever. None of you have answered the question because you can't. MAGA hats are fucking children, figuratively and literally. Okay? You people are like children. You're children. You don't engage in anything that resembles adult-like behavior. Ask the question, you're like, no, la, 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 I don't hear you. What about this? What about that? You can't answer a simple question. What has Donnie Dump in his first 4 years and in his second year and a half, what has he done for America? Anything. What has he done that has benefited the majority of Americans? List anything. Come on. You've got something in you. Oh, look at that. Hot Rod said, shut the border. No, he didn't. The border is open. The border has always been open, and he didn't shut the border. And even if he had, how is that good for America? Zero immigration is never good for any country that has tried it. So you still don't have an answer. You're going to make up shit. You're not going to say anything real. I've seen this 1,000 times. You're not surprising me. You're doing exactly what I know you're going to do every single time. Arabelle says Biden had the border closed. Oh.
Yeah. He
Yoddah,
just said
don't we have
Donald
two
Trump closed
borders?
the border, not Biden.
Which border is he talking about, Canada or Mexico?
Oh, Charles made a real good statement here. Trump has done more to the last year than Biden or Obama had done, and everybody knows it. Yeah, I'm real impressed. Yeah, I didn't know that.
Okay. Name it. Go ahead, Charles. Name what he's done. Take your time. You can list one thing at a time if you want. But everything you list has to be something that benefits the majority of Americans. You know what benefits the majority of Americans? Job growth. This president has had negative growth, going in the wrong direction, losing jobs, in fact, hemorrhaging jobs. You know what helps Americans? Steady inflation. This president has been steadily rising in inflation. You know what helps Americans? Lower pricing. This president has increased pricing. Okay? You know what helps Americans? Working with our allies. This president has pissed off our allies. JG, that is incorrect. You are lying right now. When Biden left, the inflation was 2.3%. It had hit 9% during the pandemic, but he had the quickest recovery financially and economically of any of the G7 countries. So you're just lying because, you're not smart. I get it. Zoe says wrong. So what's the right thing, Zoe? I bet you don't know. I bet you don't know. Sizzle for me says accumulate over 21%. Thanks, Biden. Oh, Danny, they're getting desperate now. They're just making stuff up. They're just making stuff up.
Yeah.
And, this thing where, Biden had, no, if Biden was the only country where inflation rose up during a pandemic, then we'd have questions. But it literally happened worldwide because of the pandemic. So, so you're going to cite that part, but you're not going to cite the part where he had the quickest recovery. Why not? Why aren't you being intellectually honest right now? Could it be because you're like fucking 5-year-olds? Is that what it is?
Biden inherited the problem after Trump left.
Of course.
Biden inherited it.
Zoe says under Biden, inflation was 7%. Yes, as it was going down to 2.3%, because it was 9% because of the global pandemic. And then it started going down. So, yeah, it hit all the numbers between 2.3 and 9, because that's how numbers work. Hot Rod says, please, still no answer to my question, huh, Hot Rod? You got nothing. You talked big and you got nothing. What was inflation when Trump took office? It was 2.3%, because we measured it up until Biden was in office, which was January 20th, 2025 at 12 p.m., and then Trump took over. And if you look at that day, it was 2.3%. I know that because I've looked it up, because this information is available to all of us. All right, bringing Jessica back up. But again, this is moving very slowly tonight, so hopefully we'll get there. Oh my God, this is crazy. Here we go. All right. Except
President
hopefully.
Trump, all the swing states.
Heyo, I'm back.
Hey, Rickson.
Welcome back, Jess.
I want to point out something really quick because I've been fucking dying in the comments. JG, you, oh god, you knuckle dragger. Okay. JG commented earlier that Biden locked us in our houses, as if that man personally came and
What?
fucking padlocked you in. Yeah, that's a comment he made earlier. As if he
No.
came to your house and personally fucking padlocked you in. Also, no, yes, there was a lockdown, quote unquote, but it wasn't fucking enforced. It's not like you were getting a ticket or getting arrested if you went outside of your house. Also, like I pointed out in the comments, then how do you explain J6?
Okay, hold
Because
on.
that was during the
Let's get
lockdown.
more fundamental than that.
God damn it.
They're saying to remove you. So let's get more fundamental about the lockdown. He did the opposite of what Dump did. Okay? Dump pretended that nothing was happening for 70 days, which lost people's lives. That's a fact. Okay? Dump is anti-science, he's anti-intellectual, and the way he handled the pandy was absolutely a fucking disaster. Okay? Let's see, it's 10:57, so we got to wait till 11:07 to bring you back up, Jessica, at a minimum. So, Dump cost people their lives for inaction and for wrong action. What Biden did was follow the recommendations that every other country followed, except for a couple of exceptions here and there. But every other country that got, instructions from the health professionals said, look, the best thing to do is social distancing, locking down as much as possible, and wearing masks, other precautions like wiping your groceries down when you get deliveries and, wearing gloves and things like that. But those were the big three, right? Social distancing, wearing masks, and staying at home as much as possible. No one was forced to stay home. There was no law passed saying that you had to stay home. It was a responsible suggestion from a responsible president, because that's what presidents are supposed to do. They're supposed to protect the public. They're supposed to take care of the citizens of America. When has Dump done that? Give me all the examples where Dump did that. Yeah, Zoe, after he did nothing. See, you want to give him credit for, when bodies were dropping, that Dump finally sprang to action, but you don't want to acknowledge the reality that he did nothing for over 2 months, and that cost people their lives. That's a fact. How is it in the most wealthy country in the world, the most technologically advanced country in the world, although Japan might rival us a little bit there, how is it that in a country that has the best medicine, as far as the most doctors that graduated, the most specialists, blah, 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 all that shit, and we only have 5% of the world's population, and yet America had 20% of the pandemic fatalities? How's that possible? It's because of Dump. That's how that's possible. Because he did not do his fucking job. So all you people swinging on his jock, what are you supporting exactly? I mean, am I missing anything, gentlemen?
No, and what about his waffling on the vaccines? 1 minute he loves it because he got it, but when
He didn't
everybody
get
else
it.
has to get
I
it,
mean, you mean he got it given to him? Yeah, right.
yeah. So he took that shot, but he's telling other people don't.
No, to put bleach in you. That's what he said.
Yep.
The bleach will take care of it.
Yeah.
Look, now they're bringing
And
up Pelosi.
ultraviolet light.
No, look, now Zoe's so desperate that she's bringing up Pelosi.
Pelosi wasn't in charge.
Yeah, Pelosi wasn't
Dumbass.
president. I don't know if you know that. Hold on, we have off time trying to come up here. Let me see if I can find off time. Can't find off time. Well, let's take
Now
a
I know
shot.
why I like the blue.
Let's see. Hello, off time.
What up? How y'all doing?
Great. What's on your mind?
Yeah, we're talking about the whole injection of bleach. You know, I think that's been taken out of context. Even Snopes is.
Okay. I saw it live, so I don't need you to bullshit about what I saw and heard with my own eyes and ears. Okay?
Reminds me of
What's
Eddie
that?
Murphy joke. Do you believe me or your lying eyes?
Yeah. Zoe, you're not telling the truth. What you're doing is repeating talking points from Donnie Dump because you're swinging on his sack so desperately. Then Maddie says, "You run this live like a dictator." Really? Who's getting arrested? Whose rights are being taken away? What the fuck are you talking about? Just because and really, and remember, Maddie, here's the important thing. If you don't like the way I run my live, you are free
Me.
to fuck off. And now I haven't even given you that choice. I've blocked you because I'm tired of idiocy. Oops. Whoa, what's going on here?